Hey, so I thought I'd make a video commentary where I talk about some Touhou fan games and their cool scoring systems, in my opinion. So we'll look at 4 games, and I have some replays here. Some of them are mine, and some are made by other people, which I will credit in the description, and I'll say their name in the video. So we got the first one is by me. It's the PB I got in Phantasmagoria Truce of this game. It's might be the best Touhou fan game ever. Has a lot of content, but other than that, I want to talk about the scoring system specifically in Unlimited Zone. And Unlimited Zone is pretty crazy. It looks crazy for those who don't know what's happening. There are revenge bullets everywhere, and collecting these items while you're not shooting converts them into gold. The gold increases the multiplier at the bottom right, as you can see, and once you hit 999 multiplier, you get the hyper system, and it is the most unique hyper system I've ever tried, and I'll explain why. So the hyper system basically produces this yellow ring around you right now that you're seeing. Any item that enters this yellow ring gets duplicated, and then the duplicated point item gets auto-collected, as you can see. And whenever this duplicate item gets collected, some people call it high point, which is like hyper point. It gives you iframes, it like stacks up. And as you can see, I'm releasing my hyper and then bringing back my hyper by collecting a few multiplier items, the gold ones. As you can see here, yep, there we go, back, and got my first extent. The thing about this game is that there are like these bottom left meters at the that increase depending on how you fill them up. So the graze increases like after you graze a lot. Here's the first boss. The bosses are kind of a joke after like knowing the exploit, but yeah, you can just bomb before the spell card and still get the, you know, the damage carries over. It's a bit of a joke, but it is what it is. As you can see here, I filled the hyper, you know, the graze meter here, and gave me yellow items. That's because I did it during a boss pattern. But during a spell card, it doesn't really do a cancel. The extends are received like by collecting blue items, while the bomb extends, you get them by collecting enough yellow items, which are the multiplier items, by the way. Some people call them gold, yellow multiplier items. I don't know, I just keep switching up. But yeah. And you got the base. Base is basically the PIV, point item value. And you got also the most important part of scoring, which is the rate. You see above the meter at the bottom right, the rate should be increased as much as possible, and the way you increase it is by getting graze cancels during stage, getting cancels, big cancels. Like for every bullet, 100 bullet cancelled, you get 0.01. And that might sound small, but it's actually huge if you know like how to do cancel like this. This is not like the biggest cancel, but you're gonna see bigger cancels later. Also, you can't really be stalling too much, because like the meter at the bottom right, it's similar to Touhou 10 Faith meter, where you have to chain. Yep. See, that's a big cancel. And there's a lot of specifics in this game. It's kind of polished here and there, and it has a lot of rules, and you could say it's over-engineered or over-tuned, but once you get it, it's perfect, in my opinion. It's so good. and you can get a lot of like it kind of develops your skill to be aware of things. Like for example, you see the extend, like I have to pick it up immediately so that it doesn't cancel the bullets that I'm about to like produce here. Also, yeah, I forgot, the only thing that you get cancelled when you release the cancel is the red bullets, which are the revenge bullets. You shouldn't really care about normal bullets. Those are not gonna increase your the size of your cancel. It's only the revenge bullets that are important, which I think is very unique. I've never seen any game do that except like Death Smiles, I think, with the options absorbing the revenge bullets on the highest difficulty. But yeah, this is pretty unique in my opinion. It's like very unique hyper system. You don't really get more powerful. Instead, you just get more iframes and you can release your hyper for a big cancel, as you can see here. And the way you increase your base is the duplicate items increase it by 20 and normal items increase it by 10. So you can see here I have like 678k base and with a 3.97 rate, and the multiplier on top of the rate add on to the base so that you get this amount of score you see at the top left, which is pretty huge. It's getting into Gigawing territory, Gigawing 2 specifically. So yeah, it's a very fun game to score. The next game is actually Blue Devil in Belvedere. Oh shit, what happened? Do I have them in order? Let me get Blue Devil in Belvedere. I spoiled it here, kinda. Blue Devil in Belvedere. Okay, here we go. So, Blue Devil in Belvedere, on surface, seems to be like a cool, high presentation survival game. And I don't blame you for thinking so. It has a deep scoring system, has a hyper system too. And this is the world record by Lidera, a Japanese player, I think, who scores fan games I've seen. And a lot of things are happening here. But yeah, here, okay. So I have to pause and explain. So these gems are your hyper. They get filled up by those orange stones. And whenever you graze or kill enemies, this fills up and gives you like a stone, like spawns at a stone out of nowhere. So you see here, he's about to like kill this enemy and then get a... Yep, he got it here. It's a 3 stone. It gives him 3 spaces. And whenever it fills up a hexagon here, it cancels bullets, like the first 3. And then the last one is going to give him the hyper mode, which he can activate anytime. You can see it's going to cancel. And cancels and killing enemies and grazing it increases the point items value. So killing enemies is going to increase the multiplier on top of the base PIV, similar to PT. I can see some inspiration there. And canceling bullets, you can see it also increases PIV. Killing enemies is also important, of course, and grazing a lot. And once he gets to the mid-boss, you're gonna see the crux of what to do in this game. So hyper system with Reimu, specifically with Reimu you get 3 shields, but with other characters you get 2 shields. So he's gonna abuse the shield here, look, so you can get a ton of graze from the Cerno mid-boss on Lunatic. He's gonna suicide here because he's the world record holder, he knows what he's doing, and gets a bullet cancel and activates a hyper here, I think, in a bit. Yep, I'm gonna graze, keep grazing here, and keep damaging the boss until it's like low, and then stall for more graze, of course. That's like the start of the game. And also, you get more points when you capture a spell card with Hyper on, because the Hyper just makes everything harder in this game. Basically, Lunatic turns into like Ultra Lunatic, which is pretty crazy. It gets really crazy, but some spell cards you can learn. They're not really that hard if you route them, but it gets really like nerve-wracking when scoring is in the when you have to score, and the score routes here are very precise. Getting hit during a stage section is gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna skip here a bit. It's just grazing the first boss, because we can see some cash in stage 2, a bit of cash in. He has the hyper ready, gonna cash in here. And these points, when you have a hyper, you collect all items on screen automatically, and also they get multiplied on top of it. So basically, you can see the multiplier reset from back then. Wait, let me see. Actually, I need to make sure. Yep, it reset. You can see, and he has to like bring it up back to a high multiplier, so you can like cash in more from the hyper. Already like almost 1 million PIV base here, and I find like I'm the type of player who appreciates games that are very strict, but I'm not gonna always play them. But I appreciate that they're there for people who like love being perfectionist. I don't think this game is perfectionist like any, like, you know, those games like the Donpachi, or you know, that encourage you to like survive a lot. But yeah, if you get hit here, I think the multiplier is disabled even if you're in hyper. You can see here, he's gonna graze more. It's all just grazing. And there is a cash in that happens around stage 4, I think. As you can see, his 2.5 million base and 1 multiplier is gonna do a graze here. He has 3 shields, of course, why not? Look at the bullet cancel, gets his extend back. And yeah, that's a lot of graze. Now it's time to cash in. It's just like killing enemies. And by the end of this stage, gonna see that his multiplier is like at 2.5. That's basically the flow of the game. There is also like during bosses, he's gonna have hyper overwhelming, which is the hyper on, and he's gonna try to capture as many spells as possible with the hyper on. Yep, he's just, you know, grazing more extra, and gets a hyper here. Gonna turn it on. The spell card is gonna be harder to capture, but he gets more points out of it, like much more points from the bonus, which is somewhat worth it. I think it's like 600 million right now, I think. Is it? Let me count. I have... It's 110 million. It's crazy. And clear bullets bonus. There's a clear bullets bonus. Amazing. I don't know about that. He's gonna get another hyper. He keeps refunding hypers. Like, the game rewards you for like surviving. If you get hit, you're not gonna be able to refund your hyper, and that's very, very important. He's gonna keep playing survival here. Gonna skip a bit, and then finally comes in the part where like the runner spikes up his PIV by a lot. So he's gonna supposedly pause buffer to precisely do this. This is very advanced. I know I'm showing something very advanced about this game, but you don't really need to do it. He's gonna do this very, very risky graze so he can increase his PIV by a lot. Again, world record holder, just to, like, I'm just showing this to you, but for the wow factor. Because he's gonna keep suiciding over and over, so you can like get as many crays as possible. And he has like 0 lives here, but he has 5 bombs. I don't think he uses bombs often, because like bombs can fuck you up a lot in this game. There is even like he doesn't really graze a lot here in this run, only in the at the start, because he's just like he has a really high PIV, so he can just like cash in a lot of points by being in hyper. But overall, yeah, it's a cool system. I'd say it's a very cool scoring system. A bit too strict, but there is a charm to it, in my opinion. I actually put like 33 hours into this game. I tried to score with Marisa, but like didn't even make it to 20 billion because it's pretty hard, especially the final boss being super hard in terms of patterns. Yeah, let's see the next game. So the next 2 games, I wouldn't say they're not really complete yet, because they're demos. So this game, if you've ever seen TRS, I actually showcased this game. I think it has one of the coolest concepts for a score system, and I haven't really seen anybody really put effort into scoring it. And sadly, it has been a demo since 2022, 2023, and it got updated here and there, like sneak updates that changed the portraits and added Yoshika as a playable character. And since they are demos, maybe I could give feedback to them. So this game, it's called Consciousness Unity of Opposites. So Yoshikabi is the best scorer in the game, because she has like the it's similar to Yomu's Sword Slash, but like you have levels to them, so you can control like how big and wide the slash is. So this is as big as it can get. So this is the game's gimmick, the dangles, and they're placed in your like inventory on the bottom left. And whether you drop them when the inventory is full, or use them or consume them, it has different effects. Like there are 3 colors: white, yellow, and red. See, and I can like sort them out, so I can have some on the last in queue. So I'm gonna throw 2 yellow dangos here, so I can get more bombs. You see, I get a bomb piece when I drop a yellow dango. Same here, and I'll drop another yellow dango. Now I'm gonna do a small cash in here. If you actually, no, not a cash in. It's like I'm gonna drop a yellow and red. Yellow and red gives me like bomb and heart piece. And there is a safe spot here. You can just sit there. For every graze, I get like 10 PIV. I'm increasing the value as much as possible in the first stage. I have a lot of white dangos, and the white dangos are quite important. So I'm gonna do a graze here. This graze, by the way, is intended, and I'm gonna point out some things during the spell card capture here. During spell cards, there's this counter. Now this isn't my history. Here is my history. It's up there. Don't worry about it. And whenever you fill up, I'm gonna show you right now. There are like 3 different goals. Okay, you can see I filled up like the first goal, which you haven't seen because like I grazed a lot of bullets here for the safe spot. And when I fill up those levels, you're gonna see it increases the multiplier there. You see it? I filled up 2 levels, 1.5 right now. And the last level you cannot really fill up without doing this safe spot, this gray spot. Now I filled it up. The multiplier on the bonus, the spell card bonus, is 2 times. But more important than that, than the score, you actually get more spirits. And the spirits, they're called something else, but I don't care. I'm going to call them spirits. The spirits give you resources. You collect them, they give you resources. You can double their value along the point items you get by consuming a white dango, which you can see at the bottom left. But I'm not really gonna consume it because like I'm doing the safe spot and I'm not like I won't be able to stall like collecting them because I'm gonna collect them immediately. You see here, because this game doesn't really have a point of collection at the top. You hold shift and you collect things around you. So there is no really like less points the lower you are in the screen. It's just like Hall of Song of Birds. So you see, these are the spirits. You can see them here. I'm gonna point them with my mouse. This is the spirit. There were lots of them, but I collected them all at once, and they increase the percentage, the progress of like getting a life or a bomb. And there's this sun pattern that also fills up when you collect spirits. This pattern, it's called the sun pattern. When it fills up, it gives you a special like bomb. Because the bombs here are like spirit strikes, which are like the MOF bombs, the circle ones. So I'm gonna do a small cache in here, you can see. So when I drop white dangos, I get like 20 point items. So I'm gonna get far away outside the circle range so I don't collect them. Kill those two fairies alongside the yin yangs. Then I'm gonna collect these red dangos quickly and look at the point items I have here, sort them out, and then like consume a white dango, and that's the first cash in of the game. It's a small cash in compared to later, but yeah, that's the gist of it. Like controlling your inventory and shit, it's so fun. So this is where all of my bombs are gonna go. I'm gonna do this grace first, and then these small pebbles are gonna fall on me, and I'm gonna just keep bombing over and over and over. And it doesn't really matter whether you time the boss out or not. Even if you time it out, you still get green items from the cancel, which is pretty funny. There are like small green items and big green items. They give different values. So I'm gonna suicide here, just like random betting on how many grays I get. I go back here and look, green items when the time runs out. The spell cards here, gonna keep grazing them. This is a bit of a tricky spell card because like it's where are the bullets going? It's pretty hard to predict. But there is like a pattern, and you have to practice it. I'm gonna get the 2 times bonus here, so I can get as many points, as many spirits as possible. I'm gonna show how many spirits you get, like from, like you see, that's a ton of spirits. And if I use the white dango, I'm gonna get like 2 bombs from that, by the way, which is insane. It's like you can fill up your extent. I even get an extent here, which is crazy. So again, first wave is free, second wave bomb, suicide here. And I keep, you know, just gambling here. It's a very fun scoring system in my opinion. We're gonna see why later. Because the game actually has some really interesting things. Yeah, okay, time to show you what the red and yellow dango do when you consume them. So when you consume the red dango, I'm gonna consume it right here. It's gonna give me 2 seconds of iframes, and I'm gonna graze all of those juicy bullets. This gives a lot of graze. So for safety, I'm gonna use a yellow dango here, which cancels bullets around me and turns them into small green items. I just do this for safety so I can get the spell card bonus. Even if you use dangos during the spell cards, you get the bonus either way, which is fine by me, honestly. Like I'm the type of guy who's like, no, you can't. Like I think it's like releasing in Touhou 16 is stupid. Like no, I mean like not releasing Touhou 16 is stupid. I mean, like, releasing and the bonus doesn't cancel is stupid, but it's whatever. But here in this game, if you actually consume your resource, I think like it's fair, because like these dango resources are much more valuable, and you can't really get them back unless like you don't die during a spell card, I think, or like you can get them back in the next stage. So the goal here in this game is like you use as many dangos as possible before the next stage, so you can get all of the value out of them. So here I'm gonna do this gray spot and then cancel bullet, and I can do it once only because I spent the other yellow dango in the previous spell card. Gonna keep grazing here, just skipping around. It's a long spell card. And here I'm gonna do a white dango, and look at how much it filled up. Look at my resources. Holy shit, look at this, 99%. So you're gonna see here, you can actually graze bullets as they spawn inside the bomb area, which reminds me of a certain stage in Phantasmagoria Trues. Yeah. So you can find some cool grazes in this game. I don't know why. Is it intentional that they have like these wacky safe spots? Like, it's pretty weird. But it's cool nonetheless. So I'm already like full dangos. I'm gonna get a bomb piece here. And I'm gonna get another bomb piece here. I'm just sorting out like so we can get like keep the white dangos. It's a huge priority to keep store white dangos here. Now since I have 100% meter, I'm gonna use a special bomb. It's called like a spell. I don't know what it's called. You press the bomb button twice, and what it does is it turns all of these bullets into green, big green items, and instantly kills like the boss pattern. And I'm doing this so I can get a few extra enemies, but and also I'm trying to get the Grace Gold here. Sadly I don't, but I do get the extra enemies here a bit, which is a bit of an optimization just so I can get back some resources here. Now the most important part of stage 2, which is this. This can snipe you, which is crazy. It's scary. See those big blue stars? They can snipe you. And then here I'm like, you know what? Shit, I don't want to do this again. I feel like I got a bit lucky. So my value right now, like my current point item value is like 300k, which is nice. I'm gonna keep grazing this, and this fairy bullet cancels everything, and I will drop this red dango for an important reason. So we go further here. This is very static, and then this is the most important part of the run. This is the cash-in, so I align it. I don't want to get into too much detail. I align here, and this boss specifically has this two patterns where she spawns yin-yangs, and those yin-yangs give point items. And of course, Yoshika B having this huge slash that does a lot of damage, you can get a lot of point items and then use your white dango to double their value to 700k point items. And we take those. You just keep doing that, and I actually am able to capture the spell card. Even though the spell card is a bit tricky, I actually have a special, like, I have a specific alignment for it, so like I always keep it static. So this is the last wave, sadly. I'm just collecting tick points from it. This is the other pattern. Gonna spend my last few white dangos here. The previous pattern was more valuable, by the way. This one I think has less point items, but like you still get a lot points from it. But yeah, basically this is like what made me score the game. It's these two patterns. Like, oh shit, how am I able to get as much points as possible here? And I wish the developers like gave a bit more damage to the other shot types. Like slightly buff them and make them more valuable, because Yoshika in general, even Yoshika A, just clears them. Clears every other shot type. Marisa, you could argue she has some good shot types, but Reimu's just so horrendous. So I think they should be somewhat buffed here and there. And even if it's like to nerf other aspects of them, like the speed and such. Like Reimu, she can just decrease her speed, it's okay. Marisa, she can like stay fast. Because I feel like when I played this game with Reimu, it's like I feel like she's a bit too fast. But yeah. So the next game is none other than Forlorn Souls of Wicked Past. This game, I have high expectations. Let's talk about it. So this game takes a lot from other games, official and fan-made. So I'll show you here. So first of all, yes, you play as Ichirin. You can play as Ichirin. There is Reimu, Marisa, and Ichirin. Again, as just like Consciousness Unity of Opposites, I think Reimu was fine, but Marisa could be buffed a little bit, which I give feedback to the developer. So there's that. So this game, oh my god. So if you're, how do I explain it? How do I explain it without sounding schizo? Okay, let's calm down. There are these yin-yangs, okay? You go inside them and you hit them. They cancel all the bullets inside. And you get those tokens and he gets hit. It's okay. So when you get those tokens, you can see here, he gets 5 of the same color. He's gonna get a spirit combo. When he gets a spirit combo, he's fully invincible for like 2 seconds. For Reimu, it's 3 seconds, I think. And Ichirin's special like attribute when she gets a spirit combo is that she becomes faster. And when you get a spirit combo, you get a lot of iframes, and it's like, okay, break the other stuff. And it's similar to UFO, I'd say. You collect blue for the score, green is for bombs, but the most important thing in this game is at the bottom left you can see there is a score multiplier. The more the way you increase it is that you either get a good yin-yang hit by being inside the field, or and you have as many tokens on the screen as possible, and then you get a spirit combo, and that's gonna add to your score multiplier. And you can see here, he's inside, he gets more, an increased amount of multiplier. He's gonna get here, like you can see it increases the score multiplier by a lot. There is also something called flakes, and flakes are gained by grazing and canceling bullets, and it's like the same, they're basically the same, and the value of the point items are the same as the score multiplier, and the value of the flakes is like the score multiplier divided by 10, I think. So everything is pretty much valuable and centers around the score multiplier, which is amazing. And you have the spell card bonuses. You can see here there is something you can see here. This is if you no miss, you get a token if you no miss, you get a token if you no bump, and then you get a token if you time it while the boss is charging up. And this is called well timed. And when you well time a spell card, you get almost double the score bonus. And during the mid bosses, this is only specific to mid bosses, is they turn into survival spells, and look at the amount of you get. Yeah, so basically, rainbow tokens are wild cards, and you can basically get any other token and get a spirit combo. So it's like anything is fine with it. So here's a cool part, that Squirrel Fart. Yeah, I forgot. This player is called Squirrel Fart, and I'm gonna link his video in the description. So, see, he streams here, gets iframes, and misses here. Sadly, dying here doesn't really affect a lot of things. And even those yin-yangs that don't really give tokens like the yellow and the purple, if you're inside their cube field, you get more score multiplier, which is crazy. It's crazy. Like, who does that? This is so crazy. But it's there. It's there for you to optimize. Because like you get a lot of iframes, so it's fair game, right? You go inside and you break them as fast as possible. And all of that accumulates. You can see his score multiplier is like 200k. And you fight the boss here, which is Miko. And the boss is where you cash in the score. Look at the bonus you get when the pattern is well timed. Almost 1 billion. If you nicely time it, of course. Let's skip around here. Basically, the cash-in happens during the boss fights. You get a lot of points. Yep, well timed. And spell card bonus, of course. If you get hit, it's over. This is fine. Like, survival spells always like give you. Also, it has a really cool presentation here with the well-timed, you know, music sync. It's pretty cool. Nice, gets a well-timed here. This one is pretty funny because like the bullets at the bottom of the screen don't really have a hitbox. Also, the bosses don't have a hitbox, but if you're on top of them, they're gonna start like shooting a ton of spam bullets sometimes. Let's see, this is almost 1 billion. Like, you can get a lot of score here. And of course, like, you can keep getting rainbow spirit combos the more tokens you have. And sometimes during some bosses you get like secret rainbow tokens during the non-spells, which is cool. And if you get enough spirit cancels, spirit combos, you're gonna unlock a last spell like Touhou hate. And many Touhou fan games do that, but I'm fine with it. Honestly, it's a cool concept, which is why they reuse it a lot. And oh my god, look at the points, 1 billion. Of course, you don't really need to capture the spell card, but like for score, you're gonna get a ton of point items. And this score multiplier, by the way, the score multiplier after this stage will reset. But this is only one score. This is only one score run, like one stage score run. You can see here 26 spirit cancels. You can see here also. If you look at this, you get like the player has to get 15 spirit combos to get the last spell, but the 25 is like, we don't know. It's still a demo. The developer is keeping it a secret, actually, so we still haven't. We still don't know what's it gonna be. but I'm expecting it's like a huge score bonus or something. It's like that's a quite a high amount of score bonus. Like he gets it at the last um during here. No, he gets it beforehand. Yep, there you go. He gets it here, and I still don't know what the 25 emphasizes. Like, is it gonna give him a huge score bonus? What do you guys predict? I'd like to know, because like I can't really. I don't know if it's gonna be like, oh, one more ultimate, like one more last spell. No, I feel like that's gonna be a bit too much. But yeah. Right, and that's it. That's all the games that I really find their scoring system to be cool. Thank you for watching, and see ya.